like, right now.
Amy, I'm sorry. I don't know how to tell you this, but I've been diagnosed with cancer.
Are you serious?
I've been thinking about it on my own a lot, and knowing this, there's just no way I can go through with the wedding. I hoped it would never come to this, but please break up with me. We have to call off the wedding.
Slow down. What are you even saying?
It's so sudden, I know. It's hard to believe. It really feels like some terrible dream, but it looks like the cancer is real, and it's getting worse. I'm really, really sorry to tell you this on our wedding day of all days.
It's that bad, is it?
Well, I went in for a routine health check and they found some worrying results in my medical data. Then, after a more thorough check, they discovered the cancer. I'm still having a hard time believing it myself.
That's so unexpected. I don't even know what to think. And how come you waited until today to tell me something this important? It's the day of our wedding, for crying out loud!
You don't realize how much I thought about this. But I knew I couldn't just hide this and go through with the wedding as usual. You wouldn't want to get married to someone with cancer, would you? There's no choice, Amy. We've got to cancel the wedding.
James, I don't care about all that. We can figure it out later. Just come to the wedding hall now, okay?
But
you don't know how much I was looking forward to this day.
It's for the best, Amy. There's really nothing we can do but call off the wedding. It looks like the cancer is pretty serious, and there's just no way I can make you truly happy.
Amy, what's going on? I heard something from Dad about the wedding being cancelled. Is that actually true? I've just had my hair and makeup done at the salon. The timing couldn't be worse. Sis, I'm really sorry for making you go through all the trouble. You're telling me he cancelled literally moments before the wedding? Please tell me what is going on. I wish I could give you a proper explanation, but honestly, I'm not completely sure how to explain it myself. What do you mean? I just got a message from James and he said he has been diagnosed with cancer. James has cancer? Quite the shock, isn't it? So, because of that, he's come to the decision that it's better if we don't go through with the wedding. He said he's canceling the wedding for my sake. Then he went on about how he can't come to the wedding and that I should just tell the staff to cancel everything. Wait. That came out of nowhere. I'm having trouble wrapping my head around everything, but does James actually have cancer? It looks like it. I know it's sudden. I just heard it a few minutes ago myself. I don't totally understand what's really going on either. So you're not completely sure? It all seems a bit fishy, don't you think? James suddenly getting cancer and canceling the wedding on the day of are two completely different things, right? And why does he expect you to just agree to cancel the wedding at the drop of a hat? It's all just out of the blue. I'm not exactly understanding everything clearly myself, but all I know is I really wanted to marry him. Whether he has cancer or not, choosing to cancel the wedding in such a one-sided way is not gonna fly, sweetheart. I can maybe understand him wanting to talk to you about it seriously, but it's not like he just got the results this morning, is it? He has to have arrived at the wedding hall by now, right? I'm heading over there now. When I see him, he's going to have to explain to me what the hell is going on. Sis, he's not here. He just told me to cancel everything and that he's not coming to the wedding hall. That's really all he said. What? Are you serious? You're saying he left all the trouble of canceling the wedding for you to deal with? Just now, I let the hall staff know that the wedding is canceled. And I've already sent a message to all the guests we invited to let them know as well. I couldn't tell them the real reason, so I told them that I would explain everything in more detail at a later date. Amy, just think for a minute. Even if he has cancer, none of this makes any sense at all. Like, he suddenly drops the bomb that he has cancer? Can we really even believe what he is saying is true? Sis, calm down. I really appreciate you standing up for me in this situation, but I'm sure that James is just confused about everything that's going on. He apparently found out about the cancer after a routine health check. It must be really overwhelming for him. What? Did you say a routine health check? Yeah. It sounds like they found some worrying results in his medical data or something. Then, after they did a more thorough check through the data, they discovered that he has cancer. Hold on. Is that actually what he said? Yeah, that's what he just told me. Amy, wait there and don't go anywhere, okay? I'm coming to the wedding hall right away. There's no use, sis. It's already canceled. I know you just did your hair and makeup and everything, but the best thing to do now would just be to go home and try to relax. I know you took time off work for this. I'm really sorry. Try to enjoy it still. You're not the one who needs to be apologizing, Amy. That lowlife man of yours, that's who needs to apologize. But there's nothing he can do about the disease. Yeah, that is if he even has a disease. I'm gonna make this right, Amy. You can count on it. What are you thinking of doing? I'll explain later. Just wait at the wedding hall, okay? I'm gonna put an end to this nonsense.
Amy, were you able to cancel the wedding? Hopefully there weren't any problems.
Yes, I canceled it.
That's a relief. Hey, I'm sorry to leave everything to you.
Don't worry about that. Oh, are you still okay to cover half of the wedding fees, like we agreed? Canceling on the day of means we need to pay the entire fee, so…
I'm sorry. But is there any way you could pay the whole fee?
Why? That's not what we agreed.
It looks like I might need the money for medical fees in the coming months. The doctor told me to prepare some funds just for that purpose, just in case. So I need to save every penny I can. If possible, it would be great if you could cover the entire cancellation fee.
Your medical fees are really that much?
Amy, it's cancer. I'll probably have to be hospitalized any day now, so it shouldn't be a surprise that the costs add up quickly.
I guess I imagined you could just use your health insurance plan. Don't you have private health insurance?
Yeah, I am, but just to be cautious, I really shouldn't spend my own money. Who knows how long the treatments are going to drag on.
But I heard that treatments for cancer that's found early are supposed to be much shorter. You know my sister is a nurse, right? I talked with her and learned all the basics about cancer treatment.
What? Your sister is a nurse?
James, ever since you first broke the news to me about this, I decided I want to be by your side, fighting with you. I know together we can beat this.
What are you saying, Amy? It's clear that parting ways is really the only option at this point.
James, listen! Early detected cancer isn't as scary as it's made up to be.
That would be the case if it was found early, but… unfortunately, I'm not so lucky. So, just forget about me. It's better off that way.
Really? You're saying your cancer wasn't discovered early?
I only have 6 months left, Amy. The cancer has already spread and… I didn't want to tell you this, but it's already too late for me.
James, are you serious? I had no idea it was that grim.
That's right. It's not good at all. So don't even worry about supporting me through this. There's no use. All I want for you is to find someone who you can live a long and happy life with. I haven't come to grips with it myself, but I've only got limited time now. It's for your sake, Amy. That's why we can't get married.
Okay, bye!
What's with the reaction? Why so indifferent suddenly?
Indifferent? Well, honestly, I don't really care anymore. To tell you the truth, it's kind of hard to stop laughing.
What? How could you say that?
6 months left to live? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I get it. You're just, like, repeatedly bringing up this sob story you thought up. Frankly, it's exhausting. Whatever. All the best for your last 6 months.
Are you crazy? Is something funny to you? What do you mean, a story I thought up? I've only got 6 months left. This isn't some kind of practical joke. Like I told you, the cancer was found in the health check at an advanced stage. What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah, right. Did you actually know that cancer actually can't be detected from a routine health check?
That can't be true.
Actually, just before this, my sister told me something quite interesting. Even assuming you actually went to a routine health check, the only things they really do are measure height, weight, and do a simple blood test, right? That type of routine health check hardly ever detects cancer.
No. Really?
In order to detect cancer, you need to go to a cancer specialist with state-of-the-art equipment. It's only there that you can take a specialized test that is able to find the cancer. There are almost no routine health checks that include that level of specialized service. So I find it really hard to believe that you found out you had cancer in a routine health check like that. How would they even detect it from those simple tests?
But, what they actually told me at the hospital is I have cancer.
I see. At the hospital, huh? Cancer is a convenient way to get out of an engagement, that's for sure. At least, that's what the nurse you were cheating with said.
What?
I told you that my sister was a nurse, right? Apparently, she actually saw you at the hospital.
No. Really? Your sister saw me?
She was about to go up and say hi to you, but she saw that you were whispering about something with a young nurse from her work. She didn't end up saying anything. Please, you've got to cancel the wedding right away. She won't be able to say anything if you tell her you have cancer. Apparently, she overheard all sorts of interesting things.
What? There's no way.
So how exactly do you explain that? My sister caught you red-handed. Anything else you want to fess up to while you've got me here?
It must have been a different person. Your sister must have mixed me up with someone else.
My sister was certain that the person she saw was you.
There's no way. I really do have cancer, Amy. Of course. I just remembered. I actually have the medical report with the cancer diagnosis. If you're going to doubt me, take a look at the report. This is proof. I actually do have cancer.
You have a medical certificate, eh? It is authentic, right? Because you would be facing serious charges for forging an official medical document, which I'm sure you're aware of.
I didn't know that, actually. I would have no reason to know something like that.
Of course. Why would you? Although your little nurse friend should have known. But it's okay, right? Because yours is totally legit, right? Come on, let's see it then.
Wait, hold on. I might have misplaced it. It should be around here somewhere. When I do find it, I'll show you. Actually, I should go look for it now. Bye.
Amy, we've got him. I just cornered that nurse that James was talking to and pressed her until she talked. Get this. She pulled a fake medical record out of a locker at the hospital. Really? Yep. And what's more is that they even copied the information from one of my patients who actually has cancer. That will land them in serious trouble. They really went that far to forge a fake medical record? It seems they were trying to make a false document to prove that James had a late-stage cancer diagnosis. The nerve! I can't believe he went this far just to break off the engagement. Sis, I can't thank you enough. I wouldn't have discovered any of this without you. You don't even have to mention it. It's actually of benefit to me, too. Really? How so? That nurse. First, she tried to ruin your wedding. Then she created a false medical record by copying confidential patient information. There's just no way I can put up with a person like her working in this hospital. So for me, nothing is gonna be sweeter than the moment I get her fired. Yeah, there's no place for any of that. That patient is actually suffering from cancer. To rope an innocent person like that into their plan really pisses me off. Those types of people are honestly the worst. Amy, are you okay with this? This evidence is all we need to really ruin them. We're going to turn the tables on them so fast that their heads are going to be spinning.
Amy, I made a huge mistake. I should have realized sooner. I want to get married after all. Please, Amy, let's go through with this wedding.
What do you want?
That nurse. It was just a fling. But she developed feelings for me. That's what caused all of this to happen. She's even the one who made the fake medical record, I swear. She was the one behind the whole cancer idea. She thought of it herself. Believe me, it's not my fault.
I knew you would say something like this. If you're trying to save your own skin, it's way too late for that. I'm not going to forget the fact that you lied to me to cancel our wedding.
Right up until the last minute, I was against the plan. But that nurse, she told me she was going to reveal the whole thing to you if I didn't go along with the affair. It was a lose-lose situation for me.
So, obediently following her and going along with the plan makes you completely innocent?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But finally, I realized the huge mistake I made. I want to get married to you, Amy. You're the only one I can imagine myself with. I want to be with you and only you.
Oh, well, I don't want to be with you.
Don't say that. When I told you that I had cancer, you told me that you would fight it together with me, right? How could you say such kind words, only to come back and change your mind now? You don't know how sorry I am about this. I'm on my knees apologizing, Amy. Why wouldn't you just forget about everything and give me another chance?
There's no way. First, you lied to me in the worst way possible. Not to mention you cheated on me behind my back. Who the hell would marry someone like that?
It was nothing but a fling. And I've already broken it off with her. It's done. I've changed, Amy. You can trust me. I'm ready to commit. Come on. Right now, let's head to the church. I've got my vows ready and everything. We can turn this all around.
The only place that you'll be going is prison.
Don't be crazy. Why would I go there?
I've already reported everything you did to the police.
You did what?
So, as I said, you're not going to be walking down the aisle anytime soon. You're going to be behind bars.
Prison? What are you talking about? Why would you report me? Cheating and canceling a wedding surely can't be grounds enough for a police report, right? And that definitely shouldn't warrant a prison sentence.
It wasn't only cheating and canceling the wedding. In this state, forging an official document actually carries quite the hefty penalty. Oh, and I didn't just report it to the police. My sister and I reported it to the hospital as well.
What?
I just heard that nurse you were seeing behind my back was taken to the police station for questioning. It's only a matter of time before they come to pick you up, too.
Wait. You're joking with me, right? Being taken to the police station is no laughing matter.
It's not a joke. The police should be there to pick you up, too, any minute now.
I already told you, I wasn't responsible for this. Getting arrested? Don't you think that's going too far?
Maybe try and tell that to the police. They'll be the ones to decide whether you get arrested or not.
How could you do this?
Oh, and about the cancellation fee for the wedding. I'm going to have to get you to pay the whole thing. So, thanks in advance for getting that ready as well.
What? What do you mean I have to pay all of it? How does that work? I asked you to pay for it, right?
At that point, you were saying that you needed money for cancer treatments. But it turned out that was a complete and utter lie, so… Actually, you don't have any medical costs to worry about, do you? You've got no reason why you can't pay up now. So, I'm leaving the full payment to you.
But we originally planned to split it between the two of us, right?
I never wanted to cancel the wedding. I don't have any hand in this. It's all you. It only makes sense for you to take some responsibility and pay up.
You might be right about some of that, but the whole amount is…
The wedding venue and planner are taking everything into account, and they said they could give you a bit more time. Actually, it's supposed to be paid by this week, but lucky for you, it looks like they'll let you pay by the end of the month.
It doesn't matter how long they give me. There's no way I can pay for that.
Then you're going to want to set aside money to cover the legal fees as well when I sue you for all the money you owe. It's up to you. Either way works for me.
Hold on. You're going to sue me now?
If you're not going to pay what you owe, I really have no choice. Anyways, I'm sure you and your new lady friend will have more than enough time to reflect on this while you're being held at the police station. So after that, the police came to James's house and arrested him, just like his accomplice, the nurse he had been having an affair with. But both of them denied blame and told the police that the other person was responsible for everything. I'm sure that was a big headache for the officers who were questioning them, but they eventually sorted it out. James's parents said that they had still been handling James's finances themselves. Fortunately for me, they were also shocked at what he did and were happy to withdraw the money and pay me the full amount of what he owed. Oh, and as for my sister, thanks to all she did with the prosecution, she was promoted to head nurse of her department. As her first order of business, she made sure that every one of the guests who were supposed to attend the wedding went through a detailed cancer screening exam. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
remember me. I hope you haven't deleted my number.
Amy! No, of course I haven't. Don't be silly. How have you been? It's so good to hear from you.
Yeah, I've been good. How about you? And it's good to know that you haven't blocked me.
I was wondering what you'd been up to recently. How are things going?
Oh, I'm super busy. Actually, I have something I want to tell you.
Oh, what is it? Tell me!
I'm engaged! Whoop!
Oh, wow! Congratulations! I'm so happy for you.
Are you surprised? Like, really surprised?
Well, yeah. Of course. Anyone would be surprised if their friend from high school got engaged, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Is it someone from our high school then? That guy you were dating back then?
I don't remember which guy you're talking about. There were too many. JK. Plus, there's been a few guys I've dated since then till now. Gosh, I sound so bad, don't I? But you know what I mean.
Well, I'm glad to know that you've been getting a lot of attention from guys.
Well, not to sound big-headed, but compared to high school, I'm definitely getting more attention now. Especially since I started college. I think that was the turning point for me.
Yeah, I've seen your posts on Instagram, actually. You definitely have changed a lot. You look totally different now. Almost unrecognizable.
Yeah, I guess I'm not like you.
Huh?
I just meant that I don't look as emo as I used to.
What? But I never looked emo. Did I?
Oh, trust me, you did. Anyway, never mind. I sure hope you'll find someone nice one day soon, too, by the way. I'm sure you will.
Yeah, maybe one day. Anyway, never mind me. Let's talk more about you. So, tell me, who's the lucky guy? What does he look like? Is he nice? Does he treat you well? Knowing how you have high standards, I'm sure he must be a good catch.
You got that right, for sure. Oh, Rachel, he's simply the best. I love him so much. Okay, so of course he's super handsome. And he works in publishing. He's quite high up in management or something. I'm not exactly sure what he does, but he definitely puts me first regardless of how busy he is at work.
Oh, that sounds nice.
He's financially stable, too. You know how I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home wife, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, it looks like my dream came true.
Well, that's definitely nice to hear that you got what you've always wanted.
Yep.
Are you going to quit your job, by the way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I only work on contract, and it's not like I love my job or anything. I've never been passionate about work, so yeah, I'm going to quit.
Oh, right. Well, that sounds like a good idea then.
Yeah, I'm so excited about not having to work now.
Oh, wait. Does that mean you quit already?
Well, I've handed in my notice. I'll officially be done at the end of this month.
Oh, nice. That's so soon. Well, anyway, congrats to you being a stay-at-home mom. Woohoo!
That sounds a bit sarcastic.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it in a nice way. Come on, you should know that I only have good intentions for you. And of course I'm happy for you. Why wouldn't I be?
I hope that you don't think you're superior to me since you've got a job that you love or anything like that. Do you? Do you think that you're better than me?
What? Do you actually think that I think I'm better than you?
Well, you sounded like it.
No way! I never said that! Okay, this is getting a bit awkward.
Well, you better not be thinking like that.
What? No, I truly am happy for you. Trust me.
Just because you have a career, you still don't have a husband to take care of you, you know.
Right. I know that. Look, Amy, sorry if that came across the wrong way.
What are you even doing nowadays anyway? Do you even have a good job that pays so well that you think you can look down on me?
Amy! Honestly, I'm telling you, there's a huge misunderstanding here. I think being a stay-at-home mom is great. It's gotta be hard work too, I'm sure.
See? There you go again. Stop patronizing me just because I can do what I want.
I'm not, though.
I mean, let's talk about you for a second. Don't tell me that you're still writing and trying to make a name for yourself. Are you?
I mean, I'm still writing, yes.
For real? I was just joking. I can't believe you're still writing random stories trying to get famous. You're crazy.
Well, I'm not trying to become famous. That's not my end goal here. And what's wrong with writing? I love it. Are you maybe the one belittling me and my job now? 'Cause that's what it sounds like from over here.
Gosh, you really haven't changed, have you? As if you'll ever get a book published. Dream on, girl. You're almost 30. You need to start thinking realistically and stop dreaming. I'm telling you, us women, we don't have much time on our hands. Marriage, giving birth, raising kids. All of that's going to take so much time and effort. You better start early. Better late than never, right?
Right. Well, that's a bit harsh. You only just got engaged. You don't have kids or anything, so I don't think you're one to talk here.
Well, not yet. But at least I have a fiance now, whereas you don't.
So what? Look, you've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I've always wanted to be an author. We're both doing what we love, so why can't you leave it at that?
Wait, are you still wearing those lame, ugly-looking glasses?
What does that have to do with anything we're talking about now? And it's not like my eyesight magically got better in the span of a few years since high school either, you know.
Yeah, but there's always laser eye surgery. Contact lenses. Wearing more fashionable glasses. There's plenty of ways to improve the way you look.
What are you trying to say?
Well, you know.
I think between the two of us, you're the one that's belittling me here.
Well, I just wanted to see if you had changed at all, really. It would have been nice to see us both do better in life, wouldn't it?
What? Just because you look different now and you're engaged, that doesn't mean you're doing better in life than me, you know. How can you measure the quality of someone's life based on the way they look anyway? That's nonsense.
Well, at least I've changed for the better.
Yeah, well done. You really have changed, huh? I don't recognize you anymore.
Right? I love it! I'm so different now. When you see me in person, trust me, your jaw is going to drop. You won't be able to hide how jealous you are.
Jealous of what?
Of me, of course. I can't wait to see the look on your face.
Well, when I said you've changed, I wasn't really talking about the way you look so much as your personality. I wanted to point out how you never used to be this rude to people. You had more empathy and respect towards people back then.
Excuse me? Are you trying to tell me how to act around other people? Are you trying to tell me what to do?
Am I? Read my messages again because I don't think I was.
Well, either way, you're way early to be doing any of that. Come and talk to me once you've done something more with your life than write stories. Then, and only then, can you tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing with my life?
Fine. I haven't changed. You have. Happy now?
It's important to know where you stand in life, right?
Whatever, Amy. Congrats on your engagement then. See ya.
Yep. Oh, I'm still inviting you to the wedding, so feel free to come if you have nothing better to do. Who knows? You might meet your Prince Charming there. Although I highly doubt it. Unless you upgrade the way you look.
I'll let you know if I decide to go or not later then.
You should be receiving an invite soon because I mailed them out the other day. You better make it, since I've gone out of my way to invite you. Only my high school friends get special invites.
Okay then. I'll try. Thanks. Hi, Rachel. Just wanted to say thanks for your submission today. And also, I'm still in shock about how you happen to know Amy.
That's such a coincidence. We really do live in a small world, don't we?
Yeah, I've known Amy since high school and we used to be such good friends. We knew everything about each other. But I guess at some point, we grew apart. She's changed a lot too. I guess for the better.
Yeah, I had no idea that you guys go way back to high school. Funny how she never really mentioned you before. Like, at all. I don't even think she knows who you are. If she did, then she'd be the first to be bragging about how I work with you to everyone.
I guess. I've always preferred to either use my pseudonym or stay anonymous. I'm not really one to flaunt my accomplishments to people around me either. It's probably for the better that she doesn't know anything. If you could still keep this quiet and not tell Amy, that would be great too, actually.
Really? You don't want her to know who you really are?
Yeah.
But don't you think she'd be happy to know?
Well, like I said, she's changed a bit. I'm not so sure if she'd be happy to hear anything about me, really.
Oh, I thought you said you guys were really good friends.
Well, yes, we were.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Well, that's a bit disappointing. I think it'd be fine if she knew who I work for, you know?
Well, look. It's a bit like me asking you to keep a secret from your wife, but I in no way would want to do that to you. So, how about this? I'll tell her myself at the wedding. What do you think? That'll be a good time for me to tell her what I do while catching up and all.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Then if you could keep this between me and you until then, I'd really appreciate that.
Okay. Sounds fair enough. I'm sure she'll be really happy to know who you are.
Yeah, let's hope so. Hey, Amy. So I'm at the entrance of the church and I can't seem to get in. Apparently my name isn't listed on the guest list. Could you have a word with the staff? Or let me know what I should do here?
Well, of course they won't let you in. There's no room for you here.
What do you mean? I'm here already. I'm literally standing by the gates watching everyone else go inside.
Did you actually think you were going to come?
What do you mean? We talked about it before, didn't we? And besides, you sent me an invitation. Of course I expected myself to go. What was the invitation for then?
Well, I told you that only my high school friends get special invites.
Right. Then why am I out here?
Oh! Oh! Wait. You didn't get the memo. You mean, do you actually think that you're my high school friend? I meant it when I said only my high school friends.
But didn't you say that I was one of your closest friends before?
Did I? Well, maybe. But that must have been years ago. Things have changed, haven't they? Oh, wait. I forgot how you were practically stuck in time. Nothing has changed since high school for you, has it?
Right. So what do you expect me to do here?
Well, first, I want you to accept and acknowledge the fact that you are still ugly and I've blossomed into a beautiful swan, which means we can't possibly be seen together. Then, I want you to turn around and leave.
You're hilarious. Do you know that? Why did you invite me in the first place if you didn't plan on actually having me sit at your wedding?
Oh, simply because I thought it would be funny. I mean, an ugly duckling trying to get a glimpse of the beautiful princess's wedding with her Prince Charming. Of course that's never going to happen. That kind of thing doesn't even happen in fairy tales. So I thought it'd be so funny to watch you come here, then leave.
Wow. Are you actually doing this to me? Did you actually say that to me just now?
Yup.
You should have never even bothered texting me then. What's wrong with you? Really? What is actually wrong with you?
It was funny watching you cling on to me like a clingy friend who's never had a real friend before. It was good while it lasted.
Excuse me?
I never really thought of you as a friend, Rachel, let alone a best friend. You're so ugly, no one will ever believe we're friends anyway. They'll all wonder what I'm doing with a loser like you.
Huh. So, that's what you think of me? I see.
Yep. Well, if you're done here, then go away now. Shoo! Go home!
Okay, then. You know what? I will. I've wasted more than enough time here. I hope you don't regret this.
Regret this? You're hilarious. Don't you worry about me.
Don't come crying to me.
You've got to be joking. As if.
Okay, well then. See ya. Have a nice life then. Why do I have more than 200 missed calls from you? That's incredibly creepy, Amy. What's wrong with you?
Sorry, Rachel. So sorry. Could you please call me back? I have something I really need to tell you.
Something you have to tell me? Like what? I thought we were done here.
Well, I know we had that disagreement earlier, but could you please come back to the wedding? Please? You should still be close by, right?
Oh, that's funny. Are you asking me to go back to your wedding now? Give me one good reason why I should go back when I already got rejected and embarrassed myself in front of so many other people walking in.
No, please. This is all a big mistake. Come on. We're best friends, right?
Excuse me? Have you lost your memory or something? Do you remember what you said literally 10 minutes ago? All that crap you said to me?
Well, yes, but...
But what? Just scroll up in our chat combo if you can't remember.
Okay, but just come on. Please, come here. I'm going to be in so much trouble if you're not here.
Trouble? Trouble with what? Don't tell me that you're in trouble with Jack.
Wait, how did you know?
Well, it's not hard to figure that one out, is it?
I had no idea you guys worked together, okay? Had I known, I wouldn't have said all of the things I said to you.
Well, it's a bit late for that now, isn't it?
Oh no. What did I do? I wish I could take it all back. I really do.
Well, you've already said some harsh things to me that will probably be hard to take back at this point. You outright belittled me and my writing. Didn't you call me a loser as well? And bragged on about how you've changed and how I hadn't? The, oh, look at me, I'm a whole new person shenanigan.
Well, I'm sorry.
I've never said anything that rude to you. But you were the one who took everything the wrong way and misunderstood the entire situation. You're unbelievable. That attitude. And what you said to me. I can never look at you in the same way again. So, in fact, I'm glad that you uninvited me to your wedding and that we're no longer friends. I'm so done with you.
No, but wait. I really didn't mean everything I said, though.
Well, you would say that now, wouldn't you?
I honestly didn't know how successful you were now. Honestly, I had no idea.
Well, listen, I've sold millions of books. I've been on the New York Times bestseller list for weeks. Thank you very much.
Right.
And you know what?
What?
It's all thanks to Jack. I owe him so much for all the work he's done for me. If it weren't for him and him doing his job so well, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. And that's why I wanted to thank him in person and give a speech so everyone knew how great he is at the wedding, and how happy I was for him to have found someone to marry. But geez, I feel nothing but pity for him now. I feel sorry that he's going to have to spend the rest of his life with a selfish bully like you.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Well, you can keep listening because I have so much more to say here. You know Jack's promotion? Well, just in case you didn't know, he got that because of me. I was the one who pushed for him to get a raise and be in a higher position at the company.
What? Really?
You bet. Him and I have a good business relationship, you know. We probably have a better relationship than you and I ever did in high school.
Oh. I really had no idea, Rachel. But why didn't you tell me this before? You had plenty of opportunities to tell me who you were and how Jack works with you. It's so unfair that you hid this from me.
What's so unfair about it? Why should I tell you anything about my work life? And besides, you never took an interest in my life because all you ever wanted to talk about was you. You, and you.
Look, I honestly don't know how much more I can say sorry to you. Please don't be like this. Jack is super mad at me. I've never seen him get this worked up before. Please, can you come back here and talk to him?
Go back? You never even let me inside to begin with.
Well, I'll let you in, of course. Of course I will. Don't worry about that.
Jeez, listen to yourself. You're nice just when it suits you, huh? I hope he sees you for who you really are and reconsiders his engagement to you.
What do you mean?
Well, he's clearly making the wrong choice in getting married to someone like you, isn't he? So I hope he realizes that before it's too late. You're so materialistic and fake and just full of lies. Your entire life is full of lies. I hope he knows that.
Well, thanks for not telling him the entire truth about me.
Oh, it's too late for that now, too, you know.
What? What do you mean? What did you just say?
Oh, he knows about you, Amy. I told him everything.
Wait. What? You mean...
Yep, that's right.
No! No, you didn't. Please tell me that you didn't tell him about... that!
Well, I did. He ought to know everything about you. I did it to protect him.
No, you didn't. Why? Why did you have to tell him my deepest secrets?
Don't you think he has a right to know?
No!
I mean, I'm not usually one to spill people's secrets. But I guess with you, it doesn't matter because we're no longer friends. Right?
No, no, no! I can't believe he knows!
Oh well.
No! OMG, OMG! Look. Okay, look. I still need you to come and talk to him. He's not talking to me anymore. I need you to help me talk to him again. Tell him that this is all a huge misunderstanding. Please? You're the only one I can ask. And you're the only real friend I have who can help me. You've known me since high school, and you know who I really am deep down. Please?
What do I care? You've completely changed, and I don't like who you've become.
But please, I'm begging you.
Oh, and let me give you one word of advice. If you're going to go for another plastic surgery, then you should get your entire personality changed instead. Because it looks like your looks aren't getting you anywhere. No matter how much Amy begged me to help her talk to Jack, I never did. Jack decided to call off his engagement once he found out the whole truth about Amy. And trust me, he's happy about it. So now Amy doesn't have a job or a fiance, and she's certainly lost what could have been a good friendship with me. But I guess that's the price you have to pay for being a self-absorbed, superficial, and spiteful person. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.
Hey Charlotte, I have some good and bad news for you. Which one do you want first?
Hi, Chuck. Let's get it over with. The bad news, I guess.
Okay, I know you're not gonna like what I'm having to say, but I'm not gonna be able to make it to the hospital while you deliver our baby.
What? Why? Chuck, you know how this is important to me. We've talked about this before already, and you promised me that you'd be by my side.
I know, honey. I am so sorry.
Did something come up?
Well, Mom is visiting town and she said she'd swing by.
Oh, great. Sarah. This can't be any good.
What? What's wrong?
Whatever. Why doesn't she visit us some other day? This is an important day for both of us. We're not going to have time for tea and scones.
Yes, but...
No buts. I'm not allowing this. You're supposed to be there when I give birth to our child. You're my husband. Anyways, what's the good news?
Well, I was just getting to that. The good news is... drumroll...
Oh my God, hurry up. It better be something good.
Mom is living with us.
What? You mean Sarah's moving in.
Yup, isn't that great? Oh, I'm so excited. You, the baby, Mom, and I will all be living under the same roof. We are going to become a happy family.
That's the good news you were trying to tell me. Why is this my first time hearing about this? This is such short notice considering how big of a deal this is. You never said a single thing about living together with your mom.
Well, I'm telling you now, aren't I? Plus, I didn't know until she called me last night either. But after listening to her, I thought it'd be nice for all of us to live together from now on.
I can't believe you or Sarah didn't think about including me in the conversation. Don't I have a say in this? The house is also mine too.
It's my mom, Charlotte. Why do I need permission from you? You're my wife, so you shouldn't have any problem with living with my mom.
Yes, I am your wife, which is why this is something we should decide together. We're partners. We're a team. You should have told me about this right after you found out about it.
No. The wife is always supposed to listen to the husband. The decision will be made by me. End of story.
What are we, living in the 1950s? That's not how a healthy relationship works. We need equality in both parties. I need you to tell me ASAP when something comes up.
Nope, the husband is always dominant. It has always been like that, and it'll be like that for eternity. I don't care what you say. I can't even believe we're arguing over something so stupid. You're being difficult here. I'd appreciate it if you just listened to me. Plus, why aren't you happy? I wanted to surprise you with some good news.
You call this good news? You know how much your mother and I don't get along.
That's because you're too shy. You need to get to know her.
Right. Your mother hates me. Do you remember the first time I met her? She made negative comments about everything. About my job, about my family, even about the clothes I was wearing. I've tried multiple times to get to know her better and invited her to have coffee, but she'd ignore me every single time.
You guys just got off on the wrong note, and I guess Mom can be shy in her own way. She'll come around though, I promise.
I don't understand why she wants to come live with us all of a sudden.
Well, she's getting old. Lady's turning 60 this year. She's been complaining about muscle pain lately. Since my dad has already passed, there's no one that could look out for her. I'm worried about her living in that old house all by herself. I think it's better if she comes and lives with us.
She's 59. Even her 60s are coming up soon. That's still pretty young. Honestly, I think she can move around more than I could right now. I have a growing human inside of me. I think it's too early for her to come live with us. She's not even reached retirement yet.
Why do you have to be so cold? You're talking about my mother. Imagine being in her shoes. I bet she's all lonely. She needs family. She acts all tough around me, but I know she's actually hurting inside. I bet she doesn't want me to worry about her. Mom is such a kind soul.
A kind soul? What? Right, Sarah's such an angel because she keeps sending me expired makeup products on purpose? I totally believe that.
Oh, come on, it's not on purpose. She probably can't read the label since it's written so small. It's not her fault that they write in tiny fonts.
I don't even wear that much makeup and she knows that. She knows what she's doing.
Okay, Mrs. Detective. I think you're just being paranoid. Maybe you're watching too many reality TV shows lately.
No, Chuck, I'm not being paranoid or overreacting. I'm serious. I could go on forever about how she offended me. I told her many times that I'm allergic to gluten, but she keeps sending me these cookies that are made of regular flour. That one time she actually invited me over for lunch, she served me pasta on purpose knowing that I can't have any, so she gave me a small salad. It was humiliating and offensive. I saw her smirk at me while I took a bite of that sad salad.
Maybe she forgot. I'm telling you, she's getting old. That is why we need to be by her side.
No, Chuck, you're being clueless. There are other awful things she's done to me in front of you, but you don't even notice it. Why are you defending her? You're my husband. You're supposed to be on my side.
This isn't about being on whose side. I can't believe you're trying to make this into some type of high school drama. Grow up. Plus, why are you talking about the things that happened in the past? Just move on. I'm talking about our future right now.
I'm not trying to start drama or anything. I'm simply trying to understand what your mother's true intentions are here. She's suspicious, I'm telling you.
Okay, honey, you sound crazy. I think you're mentally exhausted from being pregnant. Is it the hormones? Just get some rest.
Excuse me? I can't believe you'd say something like that. You know how I felt about Sarah way before I got pregnant. You know what she told me before we got married? She said she'd never want to live with such an ugly daughter-in-law. She called me ugly.
That was 2 years ago. People change, Charlotte.
Not Sarah, though. When I told her about her pregnancy, she said she felt sorry for the baby having me as a mom. I can't imagine living with someone filled with so much hatred and negativity. She can't even accept me as her family after we've been married for 2 years.
So you're not going to say yes to her living with us?
That's what I've been saying. I don't want to live with her. I don't trust her.
Well, you don't have a choice. Too bad.
Chuck, don't be like this. Please. I really don't want her to come live with us. She makes me feel uncomfortable.
Are you stupid? I told you, you don't have any say in this. I don't care about what you have to say. It is my decision, and I've told her that she can come live with us. You know, it's for your own good, too.
What? How so?
Mom can help us take care of our child. I know how much you want to pursue your career. You can get back to work once your maternity leave is over.
I highly doubt that Sarah would take good care of her child after all the terrible things she said to me. I don't feel comfortable having her take care of my baby.
Oh, don't worry about it. She knows how to raise children. She's experienced.
Like I said, I don't trust her.
Who knows if things could change once we start living together? We might all become one happy family living under the same roof. I'm sure she will come around.
There's absolutely no way.
Oh, Charlotte, stop complaining. I've already told you that the decision has been made, and nothing is going to change that. Get over it. You better grow up and behave yourself. Don't embarrass me in front of Mom, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, Charlotte. You should be happy to hear that all the moving work has been done.
Moving work? What are you talking about?
What, you've forgotten already? I'm talking about my mom. I told you last week that she's moving in. Her things have arrived at our house and we've set up her room. You don't mind making the guest room hers, do you? Not that I care about your opinion.
Chuck, I never agreed to any of this. I can't believe you guys would do this behind my back.
I wasn't even asking for your permission since I don't need it. I've already given you a heads up last week. You should at least be grateful that I've even informed you about it.
This is unbelievable. You didn't even consider my feelings after we had that conversation last week.
I told you, I'm the one to make the final decision. You knew this was going to happen.
What about her house, though?
She sold it. She has no plans of going back to her old house.
She sold the house already? How is that even possible?
Well, the house is old, but it's near the city, so it has quite some value. A young couple bought it as soon as it hit the listing. We were super lucky. The fact that she sold her house where she has lived for almost 40 years shows how serious she is about moving in with us. You know how much she loved that house, especially when it has all the memories she spent with Dad.
That's a big decision to make, though, and she just decided to sell it in the last week?
You're in no position to judge what she does with her house. It is her property, not yours.
Fine, I'm not just talking about the house, though. It's about her moving into our home. The house is my property, so I should have a say in this.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm the one to make the decision because I'm the man of the house. I don't care about what you say. Don't make things complicated. Plus, we've set up her room already. It's too late to change things. This is Mom's home now, too. You need to welcome her. Show her some respect.
Whatever you say, I won't accept it. You need to tell her that this is not okay. The guest room was going to be our nursery, remember? We talked about this?
Well, the plan has changed. We can use your office room as a nursery. It's not a big deal.
No way! I need that space to focus on my work. That's why we were going to use the other extra room as the nursery.
It's too late, Charlotte. Stop complaining. I should also inform you that we've changed up the furniture to new ones. Mom was shocked at how boring the house looked, so she replaced the curtains and bed sheets.
What? She had no right to do that. What did you do to her old furniture?
I donated them. They were old anyways. Why do you care so much?
Some of the furniture were gifts I received from close relatives. You could have asked me instead of giving them away.
It's too late, alright? Please, just accept it already. You know how much my mom loves interior design and decor. I honestly think that the house looks nicer after she moved in.
I can't believe you're taking her side on this too. You guys are acting too selfish right now.
Now, don't be so dramatic. You're sounding like a rebellious teenager. Is it the hormones?
Do not mock pregnancy. It's not funny.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I won't be able to be at your side while you deliver the baby.
Why? She's moved in already. What else is there to do?
I have to show her around. She's new to the area. I can't just let her stay home all by herself. She needs to feel welcomed in our neighborhood.
Chuck, she's visited her house multiple times before. I'm sure she knows the neighborhood pretty well.
Visiting and moving permanently is completely different. I need to be a good son and give her a tour around the area.
What you need to do is prioritize your wife over your mom. I need you to be by my side while I give birth. I want you to support me.
Why do you need me? I'm not the one giving birth, you are. It's not like I can help you out.
You don't know how much it'll help me emotionally. Chuck, you're my husband. Please don't leave me alone while I give birth to our child.
If I go, I'd just be standing and doing nothing else. I'd rather do something more productive and help Mom get used to the area. You'll have all the doctors by your side. Just leave it to the professionals. They'd probably be able to focus more if I'm not there.
Why are you being like this? Why can't you be supportive of me? You know, this isn't just about being there for me, but it's also for our child. You're gonna be a father soon.
Who knows if that child even is mine?
Excuse me?
Where's the proof that that baby inside you is mine? It could be someone else's.
Are you accusing me of cheating on you? Chuck, I've never been with anyone else other than you. I can't believe you're saying all of this right before I give birth. You're crossing the line here. Take back what you said.
Well, Mom says otherwise.
Sarah, what did she say?
One time she told me she saw you together with another man having coffee. I think it was a couple of months ago.
What? You mean Eric? I was meeting with him since we were trying to come up with an idea for his sister's baby shower. You've met him before, remember? I even told you beforehand that I was going to see him. Also, do I have to remind you that he is gay?
Yeah, I know, but it could have all been cover-up. You know how I have trust issues when it comes to women. I've been cheated on before.
No offense, but you having trust issues is your problem. I would never cheat on you. I'm not that low. I can't believe you're acting like this.
Mom said if the baby doesn't look like me, she'll kick you out of the house.
Okay, first of all, the baby is definitely yours, and second of all, the house is my property, so she can't kick me out.
Even if the baby was mine, she said there is no way it'll be cute when the mother is you.
And you didn't say anything back to her?
Why would I? She is speaking facts. I couldn't agree more with her. Honestly, I think I'm starting to see the truth now that she's telling me how she feels.
I can't believe you take her side. You're my husband, Chuck. We are a team. You're supposed to take my side. How are you okay with your mom making negative comments like that about your wife? You know what? I don't care anymore. I don't feel like arguing with a man who loves his mommy more than his wife.
Excuse me? How dare you talk to me like that? I can file for divorce anytime, you know? You should think about how you speak to me.
Divorce? You're kidding. Where is this coming from? We're about to have a child. We can't get a divorce.
Exactly. You wouldn't like that, would you? How would you support yourself and your child being a single mom? You don't have the guts to do that. After all, I was the one supporting you all along.
That's not true. I was working too. It's not like you were paying the majority of our living expenses. I have no clue what you're talking about. I think I can figure out what to do with myself. I love my job to the point I can work harder to get a promotion.
Ugh, whatever. Anyways, if you talk back to me, I'll divorce you.
Fine. I got it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, have fun at the clinic. Mom and I will enjoy our time together while you pop out a baby. Good luck. And take your time at the hospital while you recover. Don't worry about us. 'Cause we might splurge on some delicious steak and fancy wine. Maybe go spend some time at the country club with the money Mom got from selling her house. See you later. Hey, Charlotte, when are you coming home? Not yet, maybe never. What? I told you to take your time, but it's been over a month already since the baby was born. Why don't you make a visit to the hospital? You don't even know the name of the place, do you? What kind of a husband wouldn't visit their wife after giving birth? What? Are you still mad about that? The baby was born, right? Isn't that all that matters? The hospital called you multiple times when your wife was going into labor, and you never responded, even after they told you the baby was born. Oh, I was too busy enjoying my time at the country club with my mom. I told you beforehand. Did you forget? Did your pregnancy screw up your memory? You were spending time with your mother, huh? While your wife was having a hard time? What are you still complaining about? Just because you don't like the idea of my mom moving in, it doesn't give you permission to act like a brat. A brat? You're talking about me? That's right. Mom says she doesn't want an ugly brat as her daughter-in-law anymore. Mom this, mom that. Why are you so obsessed what your mom has to say? Are you in love with her? Excuse me? Who do you think you're talking to? What did I tell you about talking back to me? You know what? Once you come home from the hospital, you're gonna rub my mom's back. She is tired from our little vacation. She has done so much while you're away. She kept the house clean. In fact, she made it look even better by replacing the furniture. And she cooked delicious food for me. She took great care of me, and she even paid back all of the debt I had with the money she got from selling her house. You had debt? Oh, don't even start with me. You wouldn't understand the things I've been dealing with. It's not a big deal, okay? Anyways, how's the baby? Does it look like me? Yes, it looks just like you, unfortunately. Why would you call it unfortunate? At least we know it's our baby and you didn't cheat. Plus, it's good that the baby looks like me instead of you, so it wouldn't grow up to be so ugly. Excuse me? You talk to your wife like that? What? This is how I normally speak to you. You don't get to talk back to me like that. How dare you question me? You should be grateful that I married you. If it weren't for me, no man would ever want to be with such an ugly woman like you. I see. Anyways, when are you coming home? The house is starting to get a little messy here. We need you to cut our lawn too, as soon as you come home. It is becoming a jungle here. Isn't your mom taking care of the housework? You can't keep treating your wife like a maid. You're telling me to have my mom do the chores? How dare you? That is your job to do as my wife. You're supposed to listen to what I tell you. Who's gonna take care of the baby, though? That's your job as well. As the wife, you clean the house and cook for me. Now that you're a mother, you gotta take care of your child too. You can cry all you want, but I'm not dealing with any of your whining and complaining. If you don't like my rules, I can sign the divorce papers anytime. Don't forget about that. Just come home already so that you can help us with the house. I see. I've heard enough of it. Excuse me? Are you saying that you're gonna divorce me? This whole time, you've been talking to Charlotte's father. What? Is this Andrew? Yes, it is, and Charlotte is never coming back to your house. Oh my god. Andrew, why do you have Charlotte's phone? What is going on here? Where's Charlotte? She said she wants nothing to do with you anymore. Just by listening to the way that you speak to my daughter, I agree with her. I can't believe you're treating her like a slave. Charlotte told me everything about the way you and your mother have been treating her. Both of you are such terrible people. There is absolutely no way that I'll ever allow my daughter or my grandchild to see you guys. They don't need anyone negative and evil like you guys in their lives. You basically abused her verbally all these years. That's domestic violence. Domestic violence? Oh, please, sir, you are overreacting. This is how Charlotte and I normally talk, and she's totally fine with it. Then why would she tell me that she'd never want to speak to you ever again? Do you know how shocked she was when you never showed up when she gave birth? You never even cared to visit or call us in the few months after the baby was born. That just made me realize that you'd never be a good father to your child. I just wanted Charlotte to understand her place as my wife. I was giving her a lesson. She wouldn't cooperate how I wanted her to. And I am sorry that I didn't visit her at the hospital. I was busy taking care of my mom. You know how important my family is to me, right? Well, your actions speak otherwise. I think you only care about your mother. If you really cared about your family, you'd prioritize your wife first. You haven't even asked what the gender is of your child, for heaven's sake. Even if you did ask, I wouldn't share any information about my grandchild, though. You don't deserve to be Charlotte's husband or her child's father. What is Charlotte saying, though? Oh, please, just let me talk to her. Is she divorcing me? What do you expect? Do I really need to tell you after the conversation we're having right now? She is done with you. She can't divorce me. She needs me. There is no way she could support herself and the child all alone. How dare you allow our child to grow up without a father? I think it's better for the child to not have a father than to have someone full of hatred like you. You don't care about your child. I do. Please tell me the gender. Is it a boy or a girl? I told you that I'm not giving you any information about the baby. You don't deserve to know anything about it. You could have at least asked when the baby was born, but you didn't do anything all this month. Well, Charlotte could have told me herself about the baby's gender. She could have given me an update. This isn't my fault. What about the name, though? Did she name the baby already? Yes, of course, but I am not telling you what the name is. You didn't even care to ask the name either. This isn't fair. I'm the father. I deserve to know about my child. You know I have rights. You can't do this to me. Oh, stop acting like you care. Charlotte told me that you didn't put any effort into naming the baby. You'll never be a decent father if you can't even treat my daughter well. I can't believe I ever let you marry Charlotte in the first place. You don't know how to treat others with respect. I don't want my grandchild to get a bad influence from someone like you. Like you're so perfect yourself. As man to man, you know what it's like. Once the wife gets pregnant, the baby is all she can ever think about. Men and women are built differently. I don't know what's on Charlotte's mind 99% of the time. You understand that, right? No, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was so happy when my wife got pregnant with Charlotte. Our relationship grew even stronger during her pregnancy. I couldn't wait to see my daughter. We came up with a name together and waited every single day and saw her grow until she was born. I was by my wife during the delivery. When Charlotte was born, I cried in happiness. I don't understand anyone who wouldn't be joyful to see their own child born. Well, not everyone reacts the same. You have to understand that. You and I are different. Now stop making excuses. I should have known you never cared about my daughter in the first place. I mean, look at you guys. You don't show any affection to Charlotte because you're too busy spending time with your mother. You don't care about my daughter at all. You know, when I first met you, I really thought that you would make my daughter the happiest girl in the world. Turns out I was wrong. I should have known your true colors. You treated my daughter terribly, and I will never forgive you for that. You say that, and I see how important Charlotte is to you, but she's my wife. She's a grown, independent woman now. She's not your little girl anymore. This is our issue to solve, not yours. With all due respect, you need to back off, sir. Please, just let me talk to Charlotte. Where is she? She needs to come home to her husband. Ah, that is funny coming from you, who loves your mommy so much. Excuse me? You prioritized your mother over your own wife. When Charlotte was risking her life giving birth, you were spending time with your mother at the country club. You're the one who needs to become independent. My mother's just as important as Charlotte is to me. Mom and I have a stronger connection because we share the same blood. We have a longer history too. I can tell that you care a lot about your mother, but let me give you one piece of advice as a man to a man. When you get married, you better prioritize your wife over anything else if you want to form a healthy, happy relationship. You need to treat your wife like a queen. Fine, whatever. I still want Charlotte back though. When will she be coming back? It seems like you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Let me put this frankly. Charlotte wants to divorce you. She's already signed the papers and the documents should arrive at your door today for you to sign them. She will no longer be your wife. You won't hear anything from her ever again. Her lawyer will be contacting you shortly. You can't be serious. I'm not kidding. You know how serious I am. I never joke around. The house you're living in right now will no longer be yours anymore. What are you talking about? This house is mine. Don't say you're claiming compensation. I didn't do anything wrong here. I didn't cheat on Charlotte. You can't do anything to me. Do I have to explain it to you? I bought the house for you two as a wedding gift. The property is under my name. It is not yours. I have every right to kick you and your mother out. How dare you forgotten about it? Pfft, even if you bought it, it was a gift for us. It is not your property anymore. It is mine. Whatever you say, you can check the documents. The property is still under my name. I can do whatever I want with the house. I thought the house property was under my name since you gave it to me. No, it isn't. It is under my name. You would know it if you paid more attention. Charlotte is still my wife. You can't do this to us. Why would you try and ruin our relationship? You're not helping at all. Well, I'm not trying to help you guys out in any way. You've ruined your relationship with Charlotte to the point it can never be fixed. I'm just trying to get my daughter back. By the way, I'm not claiming any compensation from you, but you're still gonna pay for child support for your child. What? I know you accused Charlotte of cheating on you, and that baby might not be yours. How can you say such a terrible thing to my daughter? Charlotte is the most loyal woman you'll ever get to meet. I am telling you, you really didn't deserve her. Fine, I made a mistake. I was just being paranoid, I guess. I've had girls cheat on me before, okay? I'm sorry. We can do a DNA test if you really need proof. The child is 100% yours, and you have every responsibility to take care of it. You better start working and earn those cash. I know about your debt from spending money on casinos. Wait, how do you know about that? Well, I knew you must have some type of dirt, so I hired a detective to look into you. Luckily, it wasn't too hard to find something. What? You hired a detective? Oh, I can't believe it. That is an invasion of privacy. I had to do something about it. Plus, it's not illegal. You encouraged your mother to sell the house so that you could pay back the debt you made. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be grateful for your mother that would still take care of you even if you're a grown adult. I, on the other hand, I regret ever letting you get near my daughter. I should have known better not to let her marry you. Please, I am so sorry for what I've done to Charlotte, but you can't kick us out of the house. We have nowhere else to go. We'd be homeless. You can keep Charlotte and the baby, but we need the house. Oh, son, shut your mouth before you say anything more stupid. I am running out of patience here. No, please hear me out. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry. Please, let me make it up to Charlotte. Let me talk to her. We can figure things out by having a conversation. I'm sure this is all just a miscommunication. I need Charlotte in my life. To be honest, my salary won't be enough to support myself. I need her to help me out financially. I can't lose the house either. What am I going to do without her and without a house? Where am I going to live? Oh, you keep making yourself look like a fool. What you're trying to say is that you need Charlotte to stay so that you won't have trouble living comfortably, right? You don't care about loving Charlotte and taking care of her. Marriage is about teamwork. You're just trying to use her. No, sir, you've got it all wrong. I didn't mean it in that way. I'm sorry. I'm just really stressed right now. Please, help. If we were talking in person, I'd be beating the living crap out of you right now. You're lucky we're just texting each other. Oh God, I am so sorry. You're a stranger to us. Don't ever contact Charlotte again. In fact, I'm going to block you. Goodbye, Chuck. Have a nice life.
My lawyer contacted Chuck about the divorce, but he kept refusing to sign the papers. After asking him multiple times to sign, he still refused, so we had no choice but to threaten to sue him. Fortunately, it worked and we got him to sign the documents. I was finally able to divorce Chuck and become free. With the help of our lawyers, we were able to kick Chuck and Sarah out of the house easily. We put the house on the market and were able to sell the house within 2 weeks. With the money we got from selling the house, we decided to put it into my savings for my child. Chuck is staying at his friend's apartment and Sarah is staying at an old relative's house. It seems like they're not living on the streets, but it will take a very long time for them to save up money until they can become fully independent. Even though my father blocked Chuck's number on my phone, he tried contacting me using Sarah's phone. I knew that he'd keep contacting me if he knows my number, so I changed it. The scary part is that he'd come over to my parents' house and try to talk to me. He kept on trying to get back together and even sent me love letters from time to time. It was becoming too stalkerish. Since he wouldn't stop trying to contact me, I filed a restraining order for the safety of not only myself, but for my family. It turns out that Chuck still had debt from the casino that he hadn't paid off, and on top of paying for childcare, he had no choice but to work 2 jobs full-time. He even had to sell his miniature car collections. I never understood his hobbies. Sarah's also helping out Chuck, no surprise, and is working part-time as a waitress at a local cafe. It's hilarious to see that they seem to have better teamwork than we did when I was married to Chuck. On the other hand, my parents are excited about my daughter. They take good care of her and have already formed a beautiful bond. I'll be returning to work soon, so they'll be helping me take care of my daughter for a while. Although I wasn't imagining how my life would turn out like this, I'm glad I was able to remove such toxic people from my life and realize important values. I'm looking forward to a journey of being a single mom and can't wait for the amazing adventure that awaits for my daughter and me. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.